What's going on, guys? So today I'm gonna meal prep some stuff, and it's just me today. My wife is up in Ohio. If you can hear the dishwasher behind me, hopefully you cannot, but I'm doing my dishes right now. But anyways, I want to meal prep with you guys, kind of take you through my week this week, what it's gonna look like. It's probably one of the last cooking videos I do for a while. Because this is pretty much, you guys have seen what I kind of rotate through currently. When I do change things up and rotate through some new things, then I will make another video on that. But anyways, I'm gonna show you the fruit that I'm going to distribute into different containers today. So we have apple, a couple mangoes, a couple packages of blackberries, and some strawberries. I was gonna get grapes, but this fruit sounded better this week for me. So typically I don't really prepare fruit, but it sounded really good this week to do, so I'm gonna go preparing fruit. And I am going to be making I already have it prepared in here, but I have quinoa in here. I'm making some quinoa for my main carb, and then I have a bunch of vegetables. Just gonna steam some green beans. These are really cheap, about $1, about 90 cents or 93 cents a bag. I'm gonna steam those inside the microwave, and then I'm going to chop up, once the quinoa is all done cooking, I'm going to chop up cucumber, dice it up, peel it, dice it up. Then I'm gonna cut these tomatoes up, just cut them in halves, and then I'm gonna put some olives in the, little olive oil and a little bit of olive inside, maybe a little lemon juice too, inside the quinoa salad. And then for the vegetables I'll be roasting this week, I'm gonna be roasting some broccoli and some sweet potatoes. And then for my protein, I am making chicken, and then I am actually need to thaw out got some turkey meat I'm gonna thaw out right here. It's gonna be good. So that's gonna be thawed out. Chicken, so we have chicken, turkey meat this week. This is pretty much 99.9% of the weeks. I'm always making chicken and turkey meat. So the chicken's just gonna be cooked in the Instant Pot. I'll show you guys that in a little bit. But let me get out some containers that I'm going to divvy up for the fruit. Okay, we have 4 containers right here, some lids. And yeah, so we have a few containers and some lids. For the fruit, that'll be handled in a little bit. First things first though, I am going to get the quinoa started, and after that, we're gonna rock and roll. So the quinoa I use, I just get this brand from Aldi, cheap, makes a lot. So I'm all about cheap and making things in bulk because it's the easiest way to go. You prepare it ahead of time, food that doesn't go bad quickly, and the fruit I have to be a little careful with because I gotta eat all that up quicker than some other stuff, but other than that, yeah, let's get rocking and rolling. So the quinoa I just turned on, wait for that to go to a boil. Next I'm going to be roasting the sweet potatoes and the broccoli. Get the oven set to 375, 350 we'll go. And then we are going to cut up some sweet potatoes, put it on some pans, sweet potato, broccoli, get all that rocking and rolling. So there's always a bunch of moving parts when you're cooking food, so especially when you're cooking for majority of the week. But actually, let me just turn this down a little bit so you guys can see what I am doing. So we're gonna be having, let's see how many sweet potatoes I want to make. But we have 4 giant boys right here. Get them all ready to be peeled. I like to bring the trash over to me. That way I can just put it in there when I'm done, so I'm gonna get these bad boys peeled first, and then after I'm done, I'll show you what they look like. All right, we have all the potatoes peeled. Just put the quinoa just started boiling, so I just covered it up. It's on 15-minute timer right now. Then after that, we'll start cooking our meat in here. But first, let me chop up all these bad boys first. So how I like to chop these is, I'm gonna do them French fry style. I'm gonna do shorter French fries, so my knife is not super duper sharp. And then I kind of cut them right in half as well, just like that. And then from there, I'll just kind of wedge them out, and they'll be like pretty much like little wedges. So I'll show you what that looks like when I'm finished all slicing it up. All right, so now that I have all of the potatoes diced up or sliced up into like French fry type things, we're gonna dump them all in here. The reason why I had it all the way out on the pan like that is to see what it will look like when I spread them out. So that means I did not need to chop up one sweet potato. So I have this one guy left over I'll probably make during the week. But from here, I will grab a little bit of olive oil, some seasoning, and then put this lid on top, shake it up so it's coated with a little bit of olive oil and the seasonings of my choice. And then I will put them on the baking sheet. The oven just got done. Gotta do the broccoli, chop that up a little bit, put it on a pan, and then bake it at 350 for a little while. So I'll show you guys when it's all finished before I put it in the oven. So for my spices of choice today, using a little spicier one mixed with some garlic and herb. So I have the Kinder's garlic and herb seasoning. It's really good. Then this is the Bearded Butcher super amazing seasoning, the original one. So it's about a mild spice. So gonna sprinkle some of that in there. We'll do a little bit at a time, and then from there we will make sure to plate on the pan, throw her in the oven. So I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a second. Boom, baby. Looks pretty darn good. Probably throw a little bit more Bearded Butcher on there. Shake it up a little bit more. And then chop up the broccoli a little bit. Put that on a separate baking sheet with a little bit of olive oil on top. Bake her on good. All right, so we're done with those. All seasoned up. Set that to the side. Now we're gonna start working on our broccoli. Broccoli's great. I love broccoli. Green beans, broccoli, and sweet potatoes are a great side vegetables to have that almost pair up with any dish that I make currently. But yeah, love broccoli, love the green beans, and then love the sweet potatoes. Great combination, super cheap to buy. And if you even want to go cheaper, buy frozen everything. Frozen everything, pop in the microwave, steam it, or bake it, whatever you want to do. Easy peasy. So we're gonna get these rocking and rolling, and then get baking our vegetables. All right, so we have our broccoli seasoned and prepared with a little bit of olive oil and some garlic and herb seasoning. And our sweet potatoes are prepared. So next, we are going to put everything in the oven, and I'm gonna be cooking this to about 25, 30 minutes, and then the sweet potatoes probably about 35, 40 minutes. So we go do that, get all that squared away. So we're gonna set 2 timers. Oh. Beautiful. Alexa, set a timer for 40 minutes. And then one more. Alexa, set a timer for 25 minutes.
Second timer, 25 minutes.
Beautiful. Now we get to cut up the fruit. And our quinoa just got done. So for the quinoa, it's a half a cup quinoa dry with 1 cup water, or I use chicken broth on this one. So I did 1 full cup quinoa and 2 cups chicken broth and got a bunch of quinoa in there. It's gonna be amazing. Let that cool off for now. And once that's cooled off, I'm gonna put the cucumber, the tomatoes, the olive, a little bit of olive oil, and some lemon juice in there as well. Okay, so we have all the berries and 1 mango chopped up into here. So I have 2 containers of blackberries, 90% of the container of strawberries chopped up, 1 mango, and I'm gonna cut this apple up. And then after that, I will put together the quinoa salad, and then I'll make the chicken. It's just gonna be chicken breasts with some chicken broth in here. I'm gonna keep it super simple this week and just season it with just my 2 favorite seasonings. A little bit of olive oil, not olive oil, sorry. A little bit of olive oil and a small bit of chicken broth in the bottom so it doesn't burn and stick to it. And then my seasonings, cook that. And then I'll have some juicy chicken to put with my meals. And then I'll be cooking turkey meat as well to kind of fill in the gaps that the chicken doesn't fill. And then, yeah, so I have a fruit, I have vegetables, I have my carb source with the quinoa salad that I'm about to put together here after the fruit, and then I have my meat. So that's kind of what you want to look for. You want to look for your meat and build it around there. And I like to build mine around, since I eat the same amount of meat each single, not same amount, but the same meat each single week, unless I'm making steak every once in a while. But it's always going to be turkey meat, chicken breast, or some type of chicken sliced up. And then from there, I just pick what other sides I want. So I wanted fruit this week, got my fruit, and then obviously vegetables are healthy. So doing steamed green beans, and then sweet potatoes and broccoli. So that's my week for my food, and I'll show you guys the finished product when I am all set and done. All right, so tomatoes and cucumbers are chopped up inside the quinoa. We have a little bit of lemon juice. And actually, wait, do we actually have real lemons here? I might. Never mind. Nope. False alarm. Okay, so we're gonna do about first we'll do a tablespoon of olive oil. See how this mixes up inside there. Another good addition to this is feta cheese. I forgot to buy some, so that sucks, but we press forward. So once the olive oil's in there, you want to mix it on up. And then from there, we'll get a little bit of lemon juice. This is concentrated, so I don't need a whole lot. Just a little bit. And another good additions you can put into this are like mint leaves. That's really, really good. Mint leaves, and then also spinach if you want to do that. You can change those 2 out. I just did not want to add that in there, and I don't have mint leaves anyway. But yeah, a little lemon, a little olive oil, tomatoes sliced up, cherry tomatoes sliced up, cucumbers sliced up, olives are good, and then feta cheese is amazing in this. Now, we'll put a little bit of my seasonings in here, not much, just a little hint. And then, what I'm gonna do, I am going to stir this up with a spoon and try a bite and see if it needs any more lemon juice or olive oil. So, take a little bite of everything, a little bit of cucumber, a little bit of tomato. Not bad. Tastes pretty good. Okay, we'll set that to the side. Got my broccoli. One more bag of green beans will be coming in there. And then all we need to do after that is pull the sweet potatoes out here in a minute. And then get this chicken cooked. And then after that, I'm gonna show you guys the complete finished product of what everything looks like laid on out on the table. This is gonna be a majority of my dinners and snacks throughout the week because I do protein shake after I work out in the morning and I eat eggs for breakfast. So keep it super cheap. I'm very cheap with my food for the most part, as best as I can be. So yeah, I'll show you guys what that looks like here in a minute. All right, so the chicken just went in the Instapot. That'll be ready in about, once it gets going, about 7 minutes. And then gotta cook the turkey meat a little bit later once it unthaws. But as you guys can see, that is what everything looks like right there. Super cheap, super easy to make. I think total I spent today, if I include rough estimates of partial price foods that I cooked, so the cucumber, the chicken, the apple, and if you factor in every single thing that I bought, and I didn't even use all the ingredients, I think for this entire week for meal prep, it's about $39. And that's all the food for the entire week. So 39 bucks gets you an entire week of food, and you can go cheaper than that. I just went a little extra over the top for myself, but yeah, I got a carb, I got vegetables, and I got fruit, and I got my protein cooking. Super cheap, super simple to make. Just the only thing that is an issue once you are all finished up, you got dishes in the freaking sink, but that's okay. That's okay. And then for breakfast, I usually do protein shakes or eggs, or I do a protein shake snack before I go to work and go train. So that's how I'll handle my mornings. And then maybe I'll have some fruit in the morning too, but everything's all laid out. That's kind of what I have for the week. And yeah, hope you guys have a great week, great beginning of the week coming up. And thank you for coming on my little mini cooking journey. Once I start doing new rotational things, like getting new things into the rotation for meal prepping, I'll come back and make another video of the different things that I'm eating at that point in time. But right now, the last few weeks that you've seen, it's pretty much chicken, turkey meat, fajitas, tacos, and then the proteins and vegetables or whatever fruits that I have alongside that. So yeah, talk to you guys later. Have a great rest of your day. Peace.